Hey class. This is day 3 of week 8 of your ELA. And it does say in the directions, the directions page on the front of your packet. It does say to reread the story arrows. So I have been reading those in the videos for day 1 and 2. And today I am not going to read the whole thing because that would be a super long video. But at home, before you begin working on these activities, make sure that you reread or at least skim through the story to remind yourself, okay, of the information in it. And then once you reread, then you go on to complete these activities, which are very similar to the ones that you've been completing, like in days week 6. I'm sorry. Here's the directions for the first task. It says, under each branch of the tree map, write the elements of the narrative story. And then the elements would be characters, the setting, the problem, the attempts to solve the problem, or the things that the characters tried to solve the problem or the conflict, and then the final solution. Okay, how did they finally solve the problem that they were trying to figure out? And so you just bullet point here these elements. For example, characters. Well, I do remember, and everybody agrees that there were two characters in the story, two main characters, and one of them was the girl, and her name was Paloma. So I would just write down Paloma. And then there's more, there's another main character, you write it in there. And I don't know if there were some other minor characters that were mentioned as they were talking about them. It's up to you if you want to mention them in here, okay? But for sure, the main characters in the story. The setting, where is this taking place? Where is this happening? Okay. The problem or the conflict, we would call it in class. What is the problem, or what is the thing that they are trying to figure out or to solve in this story? And then the things that they tried to solve the problem and the final solution. And so you just go ahead and put bullet points in there as you complete it, okay? And then the next task says create a flow map using sentences. So they want you to use complete sentences to tell the sequence of the story. And you did this last week. When it says a sequence, it is talking about what happened first, next, later on, and by the end of the story. So you're just retelling the events in the story in the order that they happened, okay? And then it says if you need more boxes, continue your map by making boxes on the next page. All right, so flow map for arrows, that's the name of the story, the book. And then again, you're just gonna say what happened first, what happened later on, what happened next. But sometimes instead of next, we could say subsequently. That's just a fancy word for saying next or second. You could say a few hours later. Okay. You could also say as time went by. So we could say that one, as time went by. I'm just trying to find phrases instead of using second, next, then, which are fine too, but I'm just trying to make it more fourth grade-ish. And then by the end of the story. Okay, and you tell what happened by the end of the story. And so there you go. Okay, that's what you're doing for that one flow map. And then the last task, I believe, for day 3, it is the last one because in your packet and in that directions, it says that you may leave this out, so you don't have to do this part of it. Instead of doing this, we wanted you to use, here's the directions right here. It says, using the flow map on the previous page, in other words, using this flow map, it says, write a summary of the key events in the book Eros. So after you finish your thinking map here, you select only the key main events, okay, the ones that are important to the story, and you put them together to write a summary here, okay, of the things that happened in the story, and that's it. You write your paragraph, your summary. Don't forget your topic sentence, your details. The details would be the key events, okay, that happened throughout the story, and then at the end, your concluding sentence. And that's it. That would be it for day 3.